Hello, my name is Noji Murashan.
And I'm Jeff Cossack, and we work for the CSA, commonly known as the Canadian Space Agency. This organization is run by the Canadian government to provide research into space-related objectives.
The CSA has undertaken a project to design and build a lunar station. This will be done in partnership with the UN for a number of reasons. The first reason being that whichever country builds this lunar station, which happens to be Canada, will have a lot of power and control. And this may be considered a threat by the United States of America or any other country that has a lot of power. Also, a lunar station may have adverse effects upon the human populace, such as negative fears or decreased amount of light during the night. We will be working under Melissa Mastrangelo, who is the head researcher of the CSA.
So currently, the CSA, in partnership with the UN, has designed a lunar base. The design uses a lot of power considering that we're going to be holding approximately 100,000 citizens ideally. We will be taking care of all electrical needs as well as life support for the base. The reason that this base is in design and we wish to create this is because eventually Earth will no longer be able to sustain the human growth rate. Thus, we need to expand to the stars. However, there are no habitable planets within the vicinity of Earth. So, we need to colonize uninhabitable places or unhospitable places for the human species.
With the population that we're looking to house upon this lunar station, there's a problem with supplying enough power to the station. We have to follow a certain set of criteria. One, we need to have a low cost so that we don't go over the budget allocated to us by you. We need to have a quick build time so that once the construction of the lunar station has begun, we can power it as soon as the systems have become operational. Also, we need to have dependable power being sent to the station at all times so that the life support system is always running so that people will not suffocate if ever the power should go out. We also need to have an adequate power supply going into the station to power all the systems so that they can run at optimal power.
We have determined that there are three solutions to this problem, three optimal solutions. The first is solar energy, the second, thermal, and the third, nuclear. We say solar because as long as we are within a sun's range, we can use solar energy and it is an infinite source of energy. The second, thermal, we can use as long as we can build the plant and as long as we can continuously bring a supply of fuel, we can continue to run the plant. The same goes with nuclear. With thermal and nuclear, the one concern would be the loss of fuel or the insustainability of fuel. However, Earth has been shown that we are not going to be running out for at least another century. Thus, the two thermal and nuclear will be sustainable methods of power generation. All three of these power sources are in use today in our world. However, its usage in space has not been tested. Therefore, we need to put and provide research into space exploration and experimenting in space environments. We need to thoroughly research, experiment, test, statistically analyze, theoretical and simulated design, and finally prototyping before we can place this into action.
The analytical report that will be given to you upon the completion of our research will cost approximately $2 million. This will be split amongst supplying our researchers with adequate supply of equipment and funding them. This will be about $1 million. Next, our analysts will be paid also to analyze any data that will be given to them by the researchers. That is where the rest of the money will be going. This analytical report will be handed to you upon the completion date, which has been set for November 24th of 2012.
And it was a pleasure to speak to you all. I hope you all consider our various options. And just to repeat what our options are, the options are solar, thermal, and nuclear. As stated above, we have stated our research and analysis and our findings and present you with our final product upon completion. Finally, we would like you to consider our suggested options and allow us to proceed with our research. If you have any further questions, please contact us or our production manager or through associated emails or cellular devices. For any additional information on possible projects, please contact us. You may also contact us through our head manager, Melissa Mastrangelo. Once again, thank you for considering us and our proposal, and we look forward to hearing from you in the future.